Hello viewers, welcome to educators.com. This is Venkatramana Ganji. In the previous session, we have discussed about grid view and how to make use of base adapter to create our own adapters. So here we are going to discuss about the customizing a adapter view. So here let us see customizing a list view now. So I'm going to create a small list view with as every row item is going to have an image view and the corresponding text view. I'm taking the version image and the version names here. So means we should create a layout file. So in your resource directory layout folder, so where you'll have an image view and the text view. So let's start with project. Go to Android Studio and create a project. So we already discussed about creating the project. Let us see now. So we are ready with the project. So here just create a list view in your XML file. And width is match parent, height is also match parent. So and just pass an ID for this. So say it as a list. We already know how to do all these things. So just for every list item, I need some customization. So go to layout and create a new XML file. So layout research file, name it as my row. I am taking it as my row. So myrow.xml, and defaultly you can set your layout whatever you are expecting. Click on OK button. So defaultly it has been created with linear layout. Orientation is vertical. So you can change this orientation vertical to horizontal. And inside this, what do we require? We need an image view. So width, I'm going to customize this now. Let us see. Okay. I'll say 60 or 70 dp, and height is also I'm going to customize 70 dp. So give the content description. I'm taking it as a app name. Create an ID for this @ID. I'm going to take it as image, and I would like to create a text view for my application name. So this is going to be width as wrap content, height is also wrap content. Create an ID for this @ID. So version name, oh sorry, yeah, just you can say name, save it. And this must be center. So let us say I'm going to take it as layout gravity as center vertical and center horizontal. So to create some distance between your image view and the text view, let us say padding left of this text view, let's make 10 dp. Save this. To support right to left, it will say padding start. So the same value. Save this. It is giving some warning. When you are padding left, you should probably also define padding right for the right to left symmetrically. Okay, it's not mandated for me. Otherwise, you do one thing, just instead of creating padding left and right, just simply say padding. So all the way, it will create some white space. 5 dp. Okay. So come back to your main activity. Create your version names array and version images array. So I have created version names array and versions images array, and so copy and paste your images version images into your drawable folder. So now go to your main activity.xml file, load the list view into your activity. So just create a variable for list view and with semicolon, come back here, load it using find view by id method as we know already. So typecast this, alt enter, cast it to list view widget. Now I am going to create my own adapter. So I'll say that as versions adapter. So I'm taking that as versions adapter is equals to new versions adapter actually I'm taking. So which is going to take the parameters so like your context and the version names and versions image array. So versions, images and versions names and with semicolon, and for this list view I'm going to set the data using set adapter method. So set adapter, the value is going to be the versions adapter and with semicolon. Now it is showing some warning for us. So let's create a class called versions adapter in your package. So click on OK. It has been automatically created. So we should extend base adapter as we discussed in the previous class. So it is going to implement the four methods. So just here which is going to get your integers array, and in your get viewer we are going to deal everything. Let us see how to deal all of these things. So come back to main activity. So it is throwing some warning for us. So some error is there. Create a constructor. The constructor has been created here automatically. So let's create a context here and create variables for context, version image and version names. So I have created all this. Now pass them here. So this dot context is equals to context. This dot version image is equals to version image. This dot version names is equals to version names. Please make sure all of these are correctly matched with these parameters. Okay, parameter values. So let's return the count, that is of version names dot length. And now in your get view we are going to implement all this. So I need a view called row or whatever you are taking. I'm going to take a list item now. So I'll say that as list item. And now we use layout inflator services to load this. So layout inflator is equals to, so layout inflator dot inflate. So layout inflator of, so we should get the system service. For that we use get system service method. So for that I should take the context of the present, that is context dot get system service method to read some service. So this is get system service. So get your system service of layout inflator service. Let us say context dot layout inflator service, and with semicolon. Now as usual, the remaining procedure is completely as usual for as what we did for your grid view. Okay, let's check the condition. So as whatever we did there. So if convert view is equals to null, then we should do something here, else it will return your convert view. That is whatever the view you are trying to do actually. So that is my list item. Okay, list item is equals to view of your convert view, and with semicolon, and which is going to return your list item. So save this. So let's start doing this here first, as we did the same thing in your grid view. So list item is equals to new view we are trying to get to the context, and with semicolon. Now here find out your layout for what you are trying to set it up. So now the value is going to pass to this list item is going to come from the inflator service. So inflator dot inflate, so where we are going to take this, okay, the integer resource, that is r dot layout dot whatever you have created, that is my row in my case, and the view group is root view group is null so far, just semicolon. Now I would like to load whatever is there in my, so this list, I mean my row. So what are there? I have image view, and so image view, image is equals to, so just typecast them, already we know how to do all these things. Image view, and we use find view by id, but actually for of what, this particular view. So list item dot find view by id method r dot id dot, so the image which I have created earlier. If you have any doubt, just go to my row and check it out. So this is id image, another one is for name. So come back here, the same thing, this is for your text view, and just change all the labels, that's it, nothing more than that. So I have loaded this. Now set the data to this image view and text view. So image view dot set image resource, which is your resource id versions of images of position, and the same for your text view as well. Take a text view object dot set text method, so which is going to take your versions or names of position, so it will be matched with the positions. So save this. Let me check with this. The view of our Android view, and just use convert view, and with semicolon return your list item. Now let's run this application. It will take some time to launch on AVD. Let's wait for that. So it is launching on the emulator. So this is how it looks like. So probably the image view is not, the text view is not centered in our list item. So we can center that. So whenever I click on, it should do something. So these two will be implemented now. Come back here. If you want to set the text view to be center of the, so go to your myrow.xml, and let us say this one. Take layout gravity, which is your center vertical. I am taking. Save this. Okay. And for even for your image, you also can take the same thing and copy, paste it here. Save this. Come back to your main activity.xml file. whenever I click on a list item, it should do something. So list view dot set on item click listener. So you are implementing this new on item click listener. Inside your on item click, do whatever you want. So already I have explained in the previous session how to call a new activity, so that I am just passing a toast here in this class. So that is going to be the get application context. So the second one is your message to the user. So let us say my favorite version is, just take it from your versions names of the position. Whatever the position you have clicked, it will be there. And the next one, the third one is your length of the toast. So toast dot length short I am taking. You must call show method to show the toast to the user. Let's run this. It will take few seconds to launch on the emulator. So it has been launched. When I click on this, my favorite version is donut. When I click on Froyo, it is saying that my favorite version is Froyo. My favorite version is jelly bean. Scroll down like this. Okay. And if you see here, implement, even for this you can add multiple text views also, just whatever however you see in your Gmail application in the real world. So this is all about your customizing a list view, or customizing a grid view is also same. Just the list view element will be replaced by grid view element. That's it, nothing more. Thanks for watching educators.com. Let's catch up in the next session.